Hello, vinyl community. I got one word: gnocchis. Gnocchis. Now, if you're an Italian, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you guys know I'm retired, right? I have a garden. My dad had a garden. My father-in-law had a garden. I have a garden. I got tomatoes. I got peppers. I got cucumbers. I got tomatoes. Okay? An abundance of tomatoes. And when you're an Italian whose mother taught your wife how to make sauce, not gravy, it's sauce, the sugo. Okay? When she makes sauce, you got tomatoes, you make sauce. So we make sauce. My wife makes it just like my mom's. Beautiful. Tastes tremendous. And I like rigatonis, I like spaghetti, but I like gnocchis too. Little potato dough balls, if you know what I mean. I have a tough time finding the brand that I like. I don't know why. I just don't know why. But I digress. I made spaghetti, angel hair spaghetti, so we had that. But I can't find gnocchis. I don't know why. I can't find them. This is a response to Glen Kellaway's The Music Habits of the Vinyl Community. Music listening habits of the vinyl community. And there are like 5 or 6 questions. And he would like us to answer them. I think it's about time I responded. So let's get on with it. And then we'll see if I go to the store and find gnocchis. But anyway, question number 1. How much time do you dedicate to serious music listening? Well, it all depends. I have chores. I'd like to get in about an hour or 2 of listening. Now, sometimes it's not every day. Sometimes I have to have the radio in the background, or I stream upstairs in the palace, the command of the upstairs. You know, we stream up there, and I do that while I'm doing something. But seriously, about an hour to 2 hours, maybe every other day, down here in the Perliverse, the basement, down here, the basement, like my dad used to say, the basement. So about an hour or 2 every other day, maybe twice a day. It all depends. It also depends on the weather. If it's nice and sunny, you know, it's nice to be out. You don't get those very many days. If it's wintertime, I'm here. You know, it's wintertime, I'm in the basement listening. How do you manage to rotate your collection? Now, I don't have a very big collection. You know, some of you guys, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 records. I got maybe 250, maybe close to 300. That's about it. And it's pretty easy for me. I go through them. And what am I feeling? What am I feeling today? Maybe today it's a little bit of Steve Miller. Maybe tomorrow it's Live Cream. Maybe it's the Bee Gees the next day. And I try not to play the same thing twice or 2, 3 times, unless I really, really like the album Nice Spirit. The 12 Dreams of Dr. Sargonicus, I play that a good bit. When I'm really feeling that I want to ease up a little bit, a little Ella Fitzgerald, Pure Ella. And I get lost in her voice. Very good, very good. But I really don't have a tough time. Sometimes I'll keep albums out that say, hey, play this one next. But I flip through my collection. Number 3, do you listen to 20% of your music 100% of the time? Not really. I like to break it up. And I go between different medias. Sometimes, you know, it's just albums. Sometimes it's cassettes, because I still buy those and listen to those. And sometimes it's CDs. And I do it all. You know, I play them all. But no, I try to listen to almost everything. Sometimes listen to the radio. You know, while you're doing stuff, maybe reading the paper a little bit in the background. Do I have Question number 4, do I have a dedicated music group? Absolutely. And if you want to know the history, go back and look at a couple of my old videos of how I came to the basement again after losing it for a couple of years. But no, I have a dedicated room. My wife's probably happy. She gets to watch what she wants to watch with the remote control in her hand instead of mine. So I'm very, very fortunate to have a place. Number 5, do you and your spouse share a passion for music? No. Like I said, I just discovered mine again after I got back in the Perliverse here. The grandkids and my kids usually were down here, but I sort of gotten it back. My wife could take it or leave it. She likes some music. She has her own Spotify list that she listens to when we're in the car or when we're outside, and that's about it. She doesn't care if I buy an album or she won't buy an album or a CD or a cassette. She doesn't care. Okay, me, I'm a little bit different. We go shopping, I find out where the records are. And I tell her, come back in about an hour, I'll be fine. So, 'tis all. Your playback system. Now, I have a couple of them. My main system is the same one I purchased other than the turntable in 1975. The turntable was an acquisition probably 2 years ago. Maybe last year? I have to think about it. Maybe last year. And it's used. The turntable was used. I bought it cheap. I didn't know where I was going. I was going to buy expensive. There's a story behind turntables I don't want to get into because I'll cry. I threw 3 of them away. Don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. I was foolish and crazy, and I wasn't going to listen to music anymore. But anyway, I digress. System from 1975. I have a Sansui receiver. I have a Marantz cassette deck. They're playing out at Sansui speakers. But I also have a set of HPM 40s, Pioneer, and a set of Techniques. But the 40s are hooked up to one stereo system that my son gave me to keep. I'm not allowed to sell it. He said, give it back to him. I list the CDs on that one just so they don't get mad at each other. So there's no stereo envy among the stereos. I don't want them throwing notes at each other. But that's hooked up to one. I have an older system from the 80s. You know how they stuck everything in a cabinet that looks like a separate system? I have that too, and I play some of my more beat up albums on that one, not the other one. And they run out of the Technique speaker. So hit my son's Pioneer system. He has a CD jukebox, holds like 100 CDs, and the receiver that's really an AV receiver. It's really nice, works really well. I'm listening to that right now. And I have another Sony 5-disc changer on the old one. And my original one, I have a CD player on that one too. So I had like 3 CD players in case one goes bad, I guess. But and I enjoy it down here. And I do my own thing. So there I am. Now, I'm done with the questions. Gnocchis. I think I have to go get some. I got to go find them. You know, I use a certain brand. They're just so good. Spaghetti sauce is up there cooking. Maybe in an hour. We'll see what happens. Tony Perla, Glen Kellaway, thank you for the thread. It was interesting doing it. Peace, love, rock and roll. God bless you. Stay healthy.